irrational on the part of the public, because how can you know that you're not being lied to by the government? I observed the other day that an American philosopher had remarked that Americans take authority for truth, when in fact they should take truth to be the authority, and that those of us who are looking at the evidence and trying to figure out the truth of the matter really ought to be given a fair hearing, but that the media is so tightly controlled in advancing, promoting, and reinforcing the official account of all of these events that the American people never get a fair chance at learning the truth.
Well, one of the things I wrote about in my book is how the media got to be so tightly controlled. There was the Telecommunications Act of 1996, and it was championed by Newt Gingrich. And what it did was it removed quite a bit of the antitrust rules for the media merging with each other.
And did it also affect the Fairness Doctrine, or was that independent?
Well, the Fairness Doctrine was ended by President Reagan, and that was back in the 80s.
That was a huge mistake, huge mistake, huge mistake.
Right, but anyway, he used to be a sportscaster, and he was involved in the media, and the media helped him become president, so he decided to return the favor and help to get rid of the Fairness Doctrine. And the only thing that's saving this country now is the internet, because it bypasses the major media, and you can do your own TV show on YouTube if you want. You know, that's really saving this country from being completely shut out by the major media. But getting back to Newt Gingrich, they had a picture of him on the cover of Time magazine. And he was trying to get rid of people on welfare. He was trying to get people off welfare. So they called him, they had a picture of him dressed in some kind of Santa Claus suit or something, and it said, called him Scrooge on the cover of Time magazine. So then he got through the Telecommunications Act of 1996, and Time Warner merged with Ted Turner, who's also from Georgia. And the next thing you know, they had another picture of Newt Gingrich on the cover of Time magazine. Newt Gingrich, Man of the Year.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
And then, when Newt Gingrich resigned from being the Speaker of the House and retired from the House, he got a job for over $1 million a year working for Fox Network as a political consultant.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, so that is why our media is so tightly controlled, because the big media conglomerates all merged with each other, and there's only a few of them now, maybe 2 or 3 or 4, that have control everything.
I think there are about 5 corporations that control 90% of the news in the country.
Right. So, what needs to be done is to break them up down into smaller units.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen unless